The fan zone filling up on this Wednesday afternoon, getting a glimpse of the players, getting their practice in, and of course that opening ceremony one day earlier this year due to unsure weather on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern here on Golf Channel. The festivities will begin. But let's join our Rex Hoggard for the first time in today's show as he is joined by a very special guest.
Thank you very much. I am joined by Scott Kinney, the founder and CEO of the Realest. Essentially, and I've looked this up a little bit, the idea is you take memorabilia, like this golf cart right here. This is exactly like what the vice captains, the captains are driving around this week, and you authenticate it for the market. This one is easy. Like when you would look at this, but how would you go through the process of actually authenticating it?
Sure, so we will actually covertly mark this before it's used. We have authenticators on site that are generally off-duty law enforcement personnel, professionally trained in evidence collection. That's really what we're doing, to watch it the entire time that it's being used. And then we apply a proprietary method after that, so we can identify it not only now, but in the future. So if somebody went and tried to paint a card and embroider this and clone it, we would be able to identify, no, that isn't it, this is the exact one.
Now I want to get into all the memorabilia that we could possibly get into this week, and it's the Ryder Cup, so there's so many options going on there. But fraud is such an issue when it comes to memorabilia. Why is it important to have those people here on property? You know that, Rex, the FBI has estimated up to 90% of memorabilia may be fraudulent, right? And the reality is most things out there people don't realize are a letter of opinion. Unless you are there on site in the moment, there's too many risks that things could be forged. And that's why for us it's so important to be here to actually properly document history and kind of certify it with undeniable proof. Now you do this not just for golf, but across sports and entertainment. But so I'm going to put you on the spot on two fronts here. What's the coolest thing you've ever authenticated, either in sports or entertainment? Coolest thing that we've done, we just did we have a whole auction with Tony Gwynn's estate right now, and we have his Branch Rickey Awards, Gold Glove Awards, his Silver Slugger from 1994, which is like the highest awarded Silver Slugger for the highest batting average since that award's been given out. So truly iconic things that like belong in the Hall of Fame. It's really incredible. When it comes to golf, what's the most interesting thing you've authenticated? Oh, we took the rake from the last PGA Championship. It was just insane. It could have become a moment because at the time Jonathan was leading the tournament, so like, and that could have redirected the course of history, right? And it was so funny because we put it on display for fans to interact with, and the rake became a celebrity. People were taking pictures with the rake and all of these things. So yeah, it's a fun ride, and it's fun seeing the enjoyment it brings people. Best case scenario, we're here at Bethpage Black. We're one day away from essentially the matches starting on Sunday afternoon. If I asked you, what's the best case scenario for a piece of memorabilia? You can think of a wedge, you can think of a hat, you can think of a lot of different things. Yeah. We hope for a close tournament that goes down to the wire with a lot of intricate things that happen, right? A moment that happens on this hole, a moment that happens on this hole, something crazy with an item that nobody would ever expect. Maybe there's going to be a lot of wind gusts, maybe something falls from a tree that ends up hitting something the next day. Like, who knows? There's going to be some random wild thing that could make or break this tournament, and we'll be there for it. Now, obviously what you do is important to the people who want a piece of memorabilia like this, but it's also important to the PGA of America. The proceeds from this golf cart, from whatever it is you do this week, will go to PGA Hope. Why is that important? Yes, for us it's all about giving back, right? And for us, giving to PGA Hope and benefiting all the veterans is just such a noble cause and such a great way to help monetize, and help, raise money for charity as well as, benefit sustainability. There's so much signage when you look around these tournaments, right? For us, it's about how we can take those things and instead of disposing them, engaging with fans, raising money for charity, and also giving somebody to have the ultimate din or the ultimate garage sign, right? Like, who wouldn't want something from the Ryder Cup hanging at their house? Well, really appreciate you taking the time, and I hope you have a very busy week, Scott. Me too, Rex. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Take care.
I can assure you every single fan here wants something hanging in their house from the Ryder Cup. The merchandise tent is going to be packed. If you're planning on coming down here to Bethpage Black, get in there early. The crowds are filling up and the fans are very excited to be here. Stay with us. We're live here at Bethpage Black.